Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another video. So, um, I said that I'm going to make notes and everything for this one, but, yeah, you know me, I didn't. This is going to be a little rant video about the current situation of, the Age of Sigmar and 40k storyline and how good the Horus Heresy storyline is. To be specific, the Siege of Terror storyline. What do I mean by that? I'm putting my leg up. I'm going into full dad mode right now. So, Siege of Terror. If you have seen my previous videos, you already know that I'm really enjoying those because from the beginning, before even one word saw the light of day, the whole team came together. The authors, the editors, and so on. They had a meeting, a big one. They had maps and everything. They planned who is going to be where at one point, what are we going to talk about, what is going to happen throughout the whole series, which is fantastic. That's one of the reasons why I say that if you're slightly interested in the Horus Heresy, you can basically skip everything and just read the Siege of Terror series, because not only it's way less books than the whole Horus Heresy series, which also is very disjointed and has problems if you want to read those. Master of Mankind, that is one that I really recommend. And otherwise, just read the ones with the characters you're interested in. So the legions you are interested in. Otherwise, just skip it. We have the same problem with Age of Sigmar and 40k right now, because the story is basically going nowhere and we're waiting on things. 40k, or rather Games Workshop, is stuck with a problem right now. We are almost at the 12th hour. The clock is always almost striking midnight. And I don't mean the awesome song. It's not Iron Maiden. Is it Iron Maiden? 2 minutes to midnight? I forgot. Awesome song. But this can't go on forever. I mean, it can. They're obviously trying. But stuff has to happen. Let me go into the 40k storyline first, because it's the one that I have the most issues with, because there are way more books sold and made in that universe than in Age of Sigmar, which also kind of makes it somehow better. But this is just a personal opinion. It's very subjective. Let me just say it this way. Because we're still waiting on the Lion meeting Gilliman. We have Gilliman meeting Helbrecht. That's at least something. We have other storylines going nowhere. We're still waiting on the Pariah Nexus. We're still waiting for the Tyranids to do anything. And the Pariah Nexus thing has been hinted since 8th edition. And we are hitting 11th edition next year. And don't get me started on the 3-year cycle thingy. It's still the worst. And it's at a point where the narrative basically is on a crash course into nothingness. It's just in a void right now. And it's not the big, beautiful void of space where we can just fly around, delve into the warp, come out from another warp exit point, and have a great fun time laying waste to the enemies of mankind. No, it's just nothing. And every publication we get, be it codexes, there are just a tiny smidge of lore in there, be it Black Library novels, which most of the time do nothing for the greater plot points, which is good because then you don't have to be interested in every book that's coming out. That would be ridiculous. That would be just way too much. And otherwise, nothing is happening. Nothing is plot relevant. Everything is just a side quest. And it's not even the good side quests like in Witcher 3, where I thought the Baron quest with the child is part of the main story. No, it was a side quest, and I only knew because a friend of mine told me that it's a side quest. Holy damn, it's not like that you think it might be something for the greater good. No, it's just there. It's just an enjoyable adventure. It's something that happens on an off day. It's a weekend, basically. Which is so sad. I'd rather have less books with better quality, which are really evolving the narrative of the storylines. Because in Age of Sigmar, it's the opposite way around. We have less books that are side quests. Yeah, there are also... It's a great weekend. I mean, the Oshuran novel, that was a lot of fun. And I do the weekend thing on purpose because Usharan basically is going on vacation. He's just strolling around with his entourage and is like, you know where I haven't been for a while? My winter house. Let's go and check what's happened there. That's basically it. And then we meet Denethor on the Cities of Sigmar side and so on. The Shade of Cain novel, also a great weekend, basically, for a character. I love that book, but still, it does nothing for the greater story. It gives us some nice things here and there, that Morathi's ascension to godhood, that stuff is happening around. I don't know. I must admit, as much as I want to love it, because I love the Daughters of Cain, it does nothing for me, because we know that the statues of Cain are being remade to appear more like Morathi and so on. And I don't know, man. It's so heartbreaking. And my heart got broken with Nintendo Switch 2 a couple of months ago and still breaking because of that. And I don't want to see this with Games Workshop Storylines for Warhammer. I mean, at least 40k now has Aaron Dembski Bowden, sorry, I still don't know how to pronounce the name, as a lead narrative, which hopefully does something, which hopefully brings us out from this purgatory of nothingness, of just gap fillers. We are in the timeline, in the Black Library publications, of this planet is going to be destroyed in 5 minutes. Yay! If you know the reference, you are one of the Dragon Ball Z enjoyers, and I love you for that. But we waited, I can't remember how many episodes, for Planet Namek to go the way of the big kaboom. Why are we here? I mean, Black Library is not making enough money for Games Workshop. I believe the last time we looked at the numbers, it was 1.4% of income, which is, of course, not a lot, which is also debatable. And I'm making a case here that if the books were better, if the books had more narrative stuff in there that are, again, evolving the plot, making 2 steps forward in the narrative, that it would be more enjoyable for everyone. Less books, better narration quality, not narration quality, a better evolution of the narrative, more steps forward. That it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be, yeah, book 1, the meeting of the brothers. Gilliman and Line are doing something. Book 2, the other brothers are meeting, and we have Magnus, the other unimportant ones, Fulgrim, Mortarion, and Angron. I'm joking, I'm sorry. And they're doing a plot against the Imperium. And then we have... Oh no, we already had Call meeting Fabius Bile. I need something else. We need the meeting of kings. I don't know, Silent King and... Oh wait, we have no other kings. Because Tyranids, of course not. Well, the Norn Emissary, maybe. No. But with the Wotan, maybe? But they don't have kings? I don't know. But yeah, we don't need big things in every other novel. But it can start with the brothers are meeting. Line and Gilliman are finally in a room together. And it would be awesome if Line saves Gilliman's life. That would be great, and then they can talk, and the next books are just slowly going into the direction. But start big, go slow. At the end of the edition, do something big again, but at least build upon it. And again, Age of Sigmar is doing the same thing. We have the Skaven Tide. I already forgot that the Skaven Tide is here. And I'm covering mainly Age of Sigmar novels. I read every Age of Sigmar novel there is. I'm just skipping the White Dwarf articles and the short stories because right now I don't have the money for everything. I don't have the time. And I have time on my hands. I don't have kids. I have a partner. So we are... At least I can enjoy Netflix and Crunchyroll with my partner, that we can do stuff together, but she's not in Warhammer. But yeah, I have a lot of time on my hands after the job, after my special need cats. Yes, now both of them are special needs. I don't want to know how other people's life is impacted by this, as kids, maybe sport activities, going to gym, I don't know, going to a bar, I have no idea, I'm too old to go outside. That's why I'm in full dad mode right now. And again, I don't know. Again, less books, better quality. I just want the story to do something. I don't want the 2 minutes to midnight scenario all the time, because it's also getting tiring. It gets boring. And I'm at the point where I'm losing interest. That's not the one reason. There are more reasons for that. But that's one of the reasons why I'm now reading the Ambassa novel from League of Legends. A game that I haven't played in 8 years. I could have gone into Halo, but that's also 50 books, and I don't know which ones are canon, which ones I really need, or anything. And parallel, I'm reading the Infinity novel, the first one. I forgot the name of it. Wait, I have it as a Kindle format. Because I bought it as a Kindle before, I had it in paperback as Downfall is the first book. Because it took my local bookstore 1.5 months or so to get their hands on the book. But yeah, I'm branching out in other things, and as much as I enjoy them, I love Warhammer. I love Age of Sigmar. I love 40k. It's been a huge part of my life. And I want to have it more. I want more. That's why I'm criticizing it. I can't write books. I can't write stories. I can write scenarios for my pen and paper groups. Um, that's for me personally different. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just a stupid idiot for not being able to write a book. Probably because I don't really enjoy the process of doing it. But yeah, a whole other topic. I'm sorry. I can go in circles with this one. Less books, better story. Bring the story forward. That's the thing that I want. Don't make it so that people are getting punished for not reading everything. Make it that people have the option. It is really difficult. I'm not saying that this is easy. This is a very hard thing. But it is also one of the things that I'm sure that the authors we have right now are capable of. Because the quality of writing in the last couple of years has gone up dramatically. And that's incredible. I love that so much. That is one of the reasons why I'm enjoying the latest books more and more. As even though I'm also reading other non-gaming related books as well, which are incredible. Name of the Wind is one that I still have to continue, and I want to delve into the Brandon Sanderson books. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just going to end it here. I'm just going in circles right now. I'm heartbroken, man. But that's also one of the reasons why I'm going more and more into video gaming again. Because video gaming is healing. And even though Microsoft is doing something shitty right now, Nintendo is shitting their own beds. And yeah, but I have another channel. Of course, I have another channel because I love hobby things. I want to talk hobby stuff. Also, I'm a little bit scared that I'm not going to be able to work in a couple of years. That's why I'm pushing more and more content creation, as I want to propel things forward, as my chronic illness is making me more and more unable to interact with my job, which obviously is not a good thing. Yeah, sorry, I'm on a slight tangent here again. I probably already have talked about this one before, but even when I do not get content creation to blow up so that I can go down with my hours, which would help with my condition. But in a couple of years, I probably will lose my job because I can't do it anymore. But yeah, a whole different topic we're gonna talk about. We can talk about that one in a stream someday, because right now my internet is bad. But slowly but surely, slowly and surely, I can do things again as I have settled into this apartment, even though I'm going to leave this one again. A whole different rant. What am I doing? I missed you. I miss talking to you. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. Please do all the things that make the dings, or we may never see each other again. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.